Hi, I'm the Michael Myers fanatic, and this is Halloween, the complete collection. In this video, I will talk about things that I felt should have been on there, but were not for whatever reason. So please sit back and enjoy, and I approve this message. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm the Michael Myers fanatic, and I want to say that the Halloween Complete Collection box set was released on September 23rd of 2014, and I did enjoy it. However, I want to say that there are things that it didn't need. The picture you're looking at right now is a picture of my box set. But anyway, it had good features on there, but I feel like a lot of it was just a waste of time. I did enjoy the little documentaries that they had, but I felt like they could have focused on newer things, and I find it interesting how they don't want to go back to the original franchise, and yet they keep talking about the original franchise every time they do bonus features. They always talk about the original Halloween franchise. You never actually hear them talk about Rob Zombie's 1 or 2, but yet they say they don't want to go back to the original. Well, I have news for you. You always go back to the original every time you do bonus features, because you talk about the first 8 movies. You never talk about the new ones. On the box set, they didn't even talk about the new ones. They just talked about the first 8, like they always do. And yet they say they don't want to go back to the original. It makes no sense. Personally, I think that we really didn't need the Rob Zombie Halloween films. I just want to say that right off the bat. We don't need those. Why were they in there? He could have had his own box set for the Rob Zombie fans. In my opinion, we only need the first 8. And I think that Resurrection should have had updated features. We really didn't need 4 and 5. We already know that stuff. We've heard it a million times. I'm not minimizing it, but tell something else. They could have used that time to talk about why Halloween 9 didn't happen. That would have been a nice bonus feature. That would have been nice to put that on the bonus disc. They could have had Bianca Kylick come back and talk about what she thought about Part 9, or Brad Loree, the guy that played Michael Myers. They could have had him come back. But instead, all they really did was rehash a lot of old stuff in a lot of new ways. They had Tamara Glenn on there, and that was cool and everything, but we know all we need to know about her. Although I've never seen her on the special features before, so I will say that it was nice to see her on there. But all that other stuff we know. We know that Halloween 6 was a very controversial movie, but I am glad that they gave it a little bit of a treatment. That was cool, because a lot of people hate on it. And I find it very interesting that the same people that claim to hate on it are the people that bought the box set just for Part 6. I think they call that a hypocrite. I'm just saying. Here's what I think should have been on the box set. I think they should have done alternate cuts of Halloween 8. They should have given us Halloween the Homecoming in HD. That would have been nice to have that. Getting all the bonus kills, like the time when Michael Myers choked Tyra Banks with a webcam cable thing. I don't know what you call it, but it would have been cool to see that in HD. I like the little creepy lullaby that Halloween the Homecoming had on it. It would have been nice to hear that clearly. Other than that, we really didn't need anything else. The bonus disc was cool. Horror's Hallowed Grounds was cool. But at the same time, it was just Sean Clark driving around to different locations. And that was good and everything. But again, I still say they should have told us why we didn't get a 9th movie. Because all we got was Malik Akkad going to Orlando, Florida for Horrors Halloween nights or whatever they call it, and he basically said on the panel discussion, he was like, well, we didn't know what to do. We didn't know how to explain what to do with this person or what happened to that cousin. And then he said, we tried to make Halloween 9. We really tried. And that was the end of that. And then when they asked him about it, all he said was, well, never say never. That's it. I think they owe us a reason for why we didn't get it. Because without us, there wouldn't even be a Halloween today. We're the reason why they still make those movies. And the lithograph, that's a joke because that same picture is on the back of the box set. So the 500 lucky winners really didn't get anything. Because if I wanted the lithograph, I could just get a picture of it online and just look at it all day. All it is a picture of Haddonfield. Granted, it's a good looking picture, but I was really sick and tired of everyone making a big deal out of it as if they hit the lottery. It wasn't that big of a deal, it's just a picture. I would love to know what Bianca Kylick thinks now. We already know what Jamie Lee Curtis thinks now. But it would be nice to hear what Sean Patrick Thomas thinks, what Thomas Ian Nicholas thinks, what Daisy McCracken thinks, and Jennifer Denzig, I think her name is, or I don't know her name in real life, I have to look it up. I think it's Katie Sackhoff or something like that. It would have been nice to hear from them after all this time. Do they like the movie? Do they hate the movie? It would have even been nice to hear from Scout Taylor Compton, for her to come back and tell us what she thinks of RZH 1 and 2. That would have been cool. But instead, all they did was rehash old stuff about Halloween 4 and 5. We've heard that stuff a million times. The story's not going to change just because you tell it again, unless you make it change. That's basically it. Other than that, I like the box set. I just wanted to come on here and tell you what I think should have been on there.